and then and I'm going to teach as well.
Now, you once said in your own memoir, the role I have always felt most at home in is Dr. Biden. Now, some people have recently taken upon themselves to question that title of yours. Do you have any reaction to those people?
Yeah, that was such a surprise.
It caught me by surprise as well. I did not see that one coming.
No, nor did I. And, it was really the tone of it that I think that, he called me kiddo. And one of the things I'm most proud of is my doctorate. I mean, I worked so hard for it. And my, Joe came when I defended my thesis. And, but,
I got to hand her her doctorate on the stage, University of Delaware.
But
she had 2 master's degrees. She kept going to school all the time while teaching at night. And then what happens is I said, Jill, why don't you get a doctorate and make us some real money? She gets the doctorate and gets a $2,000 raise.
But look at all the people who came out in support of me. I mean, I am so grateful, and I was just overwhelmed by how gracious people were toward me.
Do you think it might be a little bit of a compliment that people were trying to think of something to criticize you about, and they were like, what do we got? I got it.
Okay, I'll take it that way.
Now, what about you, as a husband who loves this person? Did you ever, want to get out a length of pool chain and go full corn pop on these people?
The answer is it's
no.
close.
The answer is no.
No, but there's some of these, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I am so grateful, and I was just overwhelmed by how gracious people were toward me.
Do you think it might be a little bit of a compliment that people were trying to think of something to criticize you about, and they were like, what do we got? I got it.
Okay, I'll take it that way.
Now, what about you, as a husband who loves this person? Did you ever, want to get out a length of pool chain and go full corn pop on these people?
The answer is it's
no.
close.
The answer is no.
No, but there's some of these, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It was just the tone of it.
I've been suppressing my Irishness for a long time.
It's always a smart thing to do. Now, the inaugural, obviously, is, I don't know how many days away. I bet one of your staff knows. How many days away is it? What? 34.
Oh.
Send that girl a box of steaks. She got it right. So 34 days from now, Mr. President-elect, you first ran for this job 32 years ago. I got to think you've been imagining what that day was going to be like for a long time. What's it going to be now in reality? How does that match your original image?
Well, the truth is, I hadn't thought about it in a long time, for real, because we didn't plan on, after Bo died, I decided I was a professor up at the University of Pennsylvania, had an institute at the University of Delaware, and it wasn't until those folks came out of the fields down in Charlottesville that I realized something had to happen. And what happened was, quickly our granddaughters asked for a meeting. As long as he's good, we're good.
As a father, I understand that, and I admire that. But I mean, in terms of your job as president, can you reach across the aisle to people who will be using this as an attack on you when it is such a personal attack because it's about family?
But if it benefits the country, yes, I really mean it, because we know who we are. You're
a better man than I. I'm not sure if I could do that.
Don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean I'm not angry. It doesn't mean I wasn't angry, and it doesn't mean if I were back in the days in high school, I wouldn't say, come here, and go around. But
you have to take the high road.
And because, look, there's so much at stake, and the American people, I think they can smell the phoniness, smell what's true and what's not true. And I just, but what it does do, a couple of people who have, there's just been a disappointment. I feel badly for them. I'm not being facetious.
People we thought were our friends.
I feel badly, but what's happened? What went wrong? What's going on here? And because anyway, I just, and look at the people who've stepped up. Look at all the Republicans who stepped up in this campaign, former office holders, John McCain's wife, people who went out there who were hold public office, were major Republican figures, the former chairman of the Republican Party.
Yeah.